great attention to detail, a great scheme, great structure, which we do, and then you've got to do your assignments, got to do your job. And we had a lot of guys doing their jobs. I thought Todd Jones played extremely well tonight. I thought Ed Davis did. I thought our linebackers did. I thought our whole defense did, actually, especially in the first half when we got put in some tough situations, with turnovers. Offensively, we've got to be able to, I think, take the air out of the ball and drive the ball a little bit more. And I didn't think we passed the ball as well as we had. But things like this are going to happen. And, you have to credit Nebraska in terms of what they're doing as well. They've got a good football team. They're a 5-0 football team. And they're a good football team. And they're a well-coached football team. It takes things away from you. And they have good players.
Mark, headed into the week, you talked about this is the type of game that establishes an identity. The defense, for a few breakdowns here and there. Was this a game defensively that established that identity a little bit?
Yeah, I think, you're looking for an identity throughout the year as you move forward. And, last year we developed an identity as we went forward. And, this year we had the Oregon game and the other 3 were blowouts. This was 27-3 and it was in control. We were in control of that football game, but I'm just glad I'm not sitting here talking about how it slipped away. So we're blessed for that. But, I do think you develop an identity, who you are, how you play, how you finish, and somehow, some way we finished. And our guys were more ticked off than unconfident or lacking effort. So it didn't go that way. It was hey, we just had to get it done. So we found a way to get it done. Offensively, we did take time off the clock. We missed a field goal at the end of the game, which is uncharacteristic. So things happen. This is not a perfect game. There's no question. And the other team has players too. So, but we found a way to win, and that's the important thing.
Coach, it seemed to me that you stopped their running game without selling out, without daring them to pass, without stacking 9 guys in the box. Did I see that correctly? And if I did, how did you manage to do it as talented back as they had?
It's schematically what we do is we're going to stop the run. We're going to find a way to stop the run. So whether it's zone pressures or whether it's the way we get our backers in the box. And, they were able to throw the ball a little bit. They had 100+ yards, I think, at halftime throwing the ball, or 80 or 90 or whatever it was. But, again, it was the pursuit angles. It was tackling in space. It was great structure, which has been our trademark here. And it was guys doing their job and being extremely sound at what they're doing. And we tackled very well on the perimeter. But we've got good players. I think our players understand that. And this, to me, it's not all, our defense sort of, we won the football game on defense. Let's just call it what it is. And that's a good thing to have happen to us right now because we can be a complete football team. And so I told our football team at halftime, hey, we've been there. We are the defending Rose Bowl champions. We are the defending Big Ten champions, at least through this season. We've been there. We played big games. Rise up. It's our time. That's what we did.
Mark, after all the craziness against Nebraska a couple years ago, and a lot of the same kinds of calls came down, and when that ball was in the air,
interesting? I won't go beyond that.
When that ball was in the air going to the end zone, you got a hand on it. What was going through your mind?
I couldn't see it, whether he caught it or he dropped it, but what was going through my mind is we had a minute to score. So, hey, somehow that didn't happen. We made a play, and then after that we made a play. But this is, football is a crazy, crazy game. Maybe that's why everybody loves it so much. But I think I already talked about what happened. But I thought we were in control of the game. There were a lot of big plays that we had. Shalik Calhoun, scoop and fumble. We should have had a touchdown on that one. But, call it what it is. We ended up kicking 3. But the scoop down the field and changing, not only stopping them from scoring, but the changing the field position was huge. A couple 4th down stops on our side on their side of the 50, going in. Just a great effort.